I worked in the financial services space. If you watched my video yesterday when I did the ICO review of Crypto 20, I explained a little bit about my background and how I've worked in financial services in the past. Part of that time was spent working offshore, dealing with credit and trying to help people acquire mortgages when they're moving from one jurisdiction to another. So this is a particular project that kind of caught my attention. Now, the great thing about Bloom is everything. I think, having gone through the project, having looked at everything, I think this is a great find, and I'm really looking forward to going through this with you now. I'm going to go through quite quickly. There is a lot of information to cover. If there's anything you want to get a bit more information on, just pause the video, read, and go through. Before I start, I'd really appreciate if you just take the time to like this video. Wait to the end, like it, but do subscribe. There's going to be more ICO reviews, more market updates coming soon, so strap in. So, Bloom website, hellobloom.io, really good website, really well put together. Now, what Bloom is looking to do is Bloom is looking to address the main issues in the financial services world globally. There are a lot of people in the world who can't bank. There are a lot of people who can't get credit, and there's a lot of people in developed markets who can't obtain credit. I'll give you an example. When I worked offshore, I had British nationals living in South Africa who we couldn't provide credit for because we couldn't identify them, or people in Australia because they have PO boxes. They don't have you can't obtain proof of address. So it's an absolute nightmare because different jurisdictions work in different ways. So to have a universal system in which you can identify people, that's half the battle. Once you identify them, you can then start thinking about how we rate these people. How do we build credit ratings? And that's what Bloom is looking to try and solve with blockchain. The main issues they address here, so there's high problems with identity theft, there's cross-border credit scoring, which I just mentioned, creditworthiness assessment. How does someone in Britain assess someone in America, for instance? So the two systems don't line up. Limited liability. So you've got a lot of people in developing world who would like to borrow money. There's loads of people in the developed world who would like to get a better return. So what this project allows you to do is potentially facilitate the mechanism for lenders to be able to do that in the future. So I'm feeling quite handsy today. I think what it also does is it challenges credit scoring. Now, having worked in the lending industry previously, I know a few things. For instance, in the UK, it might surprise you that there is one of the largest banks in the UK doesn't actually report to Experian. It retains all the info. When it does credit searches, it will search the rest of the market, but it doesn't provide that information to other companies. So there's a bit of protectionism there. With this new credit scoring system, there is a new way of looking at it. There's also the problem of, you almost need to have credit to get credit. So what Bloom are looking at is different ways of actually assessing people's creditworthiness, like 18-year-olds. What reputational information is available. So there's many things that they can look at. The Bloom protocol is based on Bloom ID, so identifying people, Bloom IQ, and Bloom Score, which I'll go through in a bit more detail in the white paper.